Howdy folks, welcome to the second part of the Sidequest-a-thon of Chrono Trigger. So, we're gonna go ahead and do what I actually should have done in the previous part before taking on that side quest, and that's go to Ayla's village and get the ruby armor. Like I mentioned in the previous part, quite a bit actually, but then I didn't have a whole lot to talk about. The ruby armor cuts fire damage you receive by 80%, it's fantastic. It does, however, take 10 feathers, 10 horns, 10 fangs, and 10 petals. I can never remember all four... Oh, bejeebus, excuse me. I can never remember all four of the items you need for the trading in 65 million BC. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get the ruby armor. It's also got really high defense. It's a really, really good armor that you can get in bulk if you want. And as always, if you're needing the items to trade for it, just go to the hunting range just north of there, north of the trading hut. It's very easy to get the stuff to get these armors. Ayla okay, Chrono okay, lava's fall, Reptide's gone, blah blah blah, it's cold now. Friggin' start wearing a jacket or something then, Chrono, good lord. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves the ruby armor. Yes, I want to trade, that's why I'm here. We got a ruby armor, yay, huzzah! But I have nothing else, so I can only get one, which is fine, I only really need the one. But it cuts fire damage by 80%, it has a shitload of defense, it is fantastic armor, very much worthwhile, and very much useful if you're doing the quest, the Sunstone quest. But anyway, to the end of time! Okay, so now we're gonna begin part of Robo's quest. One of Robo's quests that really gives him, it really helps his backstory quite a bit. Unfortunately, when you talk to him right now until you complete this quest of his, you can only switch characters through Chrono, which means we don't get to hear Robo's theme yet. we don't get to listen to Robo's theme right now. It's like, what the fuck? I love Robo's theme. It's the best theme in the fucking game. Anywho, I'm going to take the wallet off for right now, so that way my characters can level up a tiny bit, because I am actually pretty underleveled. Like, extremely underleveled. Well, kinda. Again, I've beaten this game with initial equipment and minimal leveling. And it's actually not that hard of a game, and... yeah, it's tough, but, you know, the only reason I want to be strong is to make the LP go that much quicker. There again, though, if I really wanted to get it done quick, I'd just skip to the end, because I can do that. Anywho, we need to find this factory-type place. It's not the same factory that we saw before. It's a real bitch to find in the PlayStation 1 and Super Nintendo versions, because I am not aware of any way to bring up a world map, but basically from Death Peak, you want to fly west and then south a little and just keep doing that, and eventually you'll come across it. Anyway, who enters here unbidden? Oh well. Or, oh. Welcome home, R-66Y, or should I say, Prometheus. You dare to defile this place with humans? I guess so. I haven't seen them in ages. Let me welcome them. Come closer. Well, we can go further in, but the back door, the way out's been shut off, so let's see just what you can do. Alright, so evidently we're gonna just get on a conveyor belt. And we're gonna fight off these debuggists. We get to have a little glimpse during this battle, though, of what makes the Wonder Shot fantastic. 1,440 damage from a normal attack from Luca. And the next one, well, we won't get to see that till the next battle. But yeah, it's unbelievable. Luca's weapon is incredible. This is hands down the best weapon she can get. And it's excellent. It's excellent. It makes her actually be a decent physical character as well. And the next amount of damage she does is... said is... 2,184. Good fucking god. That is insane. I should mention, though, that it is not a set-in-stone damage amount that she does, because right there, 359. Still a decent number, but, you know, it's no 2,000. The weapon, it has random amounts that it does. It's not like a random number between 1 and something or other, because I've never had it do, like... It seems to be kind of set in stone how much damage it'll do, just random chances of that set amount of damage. If I'm explaining this well enough, I may not be. Though, the Wonder Shot is fantastic. It's one of the reasons I went ahead and did the the Sunstone side quest first. We get to see Flame Whirl, which is unbelievably epic. Almost 2 grand to everything. It hits really hard. It's a fire element attack. It is excellent. It's the dual technique of Tailspin and, I'm not sure, one of the fire spells Luca has. it demolishes everything in here. Once again, fire's probably the best element in this game. I hate saying that, because personally, if I were to choose one of the elements this game has, it'd be water. But, you know, I'm being honest. Fire just kicks so much ass. This battle I get a little banged up because there are just so many of these robots here. Good lord. One Flame Whirl though, and they're all dead. Don't be afraid to have Robo use Heal Beam either. It's one of Robo's best assets. Make sure you're taking advantage of it. Especially if you don't bring Frog with you and you don't have access to Slurp Kiss. The laser beams that the robots shoot are indeed shadow-type damage, so the Black Vest will absorb the lasers. That'll help somewhat. And again, Flame Whirl is fucking epic. Oh my god. They're all dead. Fuck you, robots. You're all dead. Dead! I don't know. Yay, Luca learned Mega Bomb. It is like the Napalm attack, only bigger and hits much fucking harder. Not bad for humans, but can you find your way to me? Well, I'm gonna do my best. I mean, hopefully I can. Before you start any of these side quests, you want to make sure you're stocked up on healing supplies, because these are some of the harder parts of the game. Well, that switch didn't do anything, really. That was stupid. Well, fuck that. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. Never, ever, ever, ever enter the dust chute, people, unless you need to get out of here. The dust chute will take you back to the beginning, and then you have to do the conveyor belt part again. It is insanely frustrating, and yeah, make sure you don't go into the dust chute unless you need to get out of here. In the bottom right corner of this room, though, is a power tab. I use all the power tabs I get on Ayla. Why? Well, she can use them the most. So yeah, I mentioned way back when that the factory is easily the most confusing, like, maze-like place in the game, and that is true. This place is not nearly as confusing to get through as the factory was. It is still pretty frustrating, though, because you gotta go through a lot of bullshit. You gotta go through a lot of bullshit. This is one of the longer side quests. So I figured, why not get it out of the way already? The bosses of it are fucking easy as hell if you know what you're doing, though. Looks like this robot's picking a fight with us. I guess we better kick his ass. Which we did, and you didn't get to see. 300 years ago, the Lavos disaster greatly changed the planet. At this rate, humans will die out from pure despair. Actually, they're gonna die out from food, but whatever. Make sure you turn off the laser gate right there. It'll help tremendously. Because, yeah. Once again, don't go down the chute. Never, ever. Let's see what's in these. Ah, shit. Well, that was easy. The game looks so easy when you aren't showing every single battle, doesn't it? I decided to put the black vest on Luca because she's just getting her ass handed to her, and this way she'll heal from the laser beams. And then I figure, okay, Robo's too fucking slow, so this just isn't working. Plus, I'm noticing that I'm using Ayla to attack more often than Robo, so I go ahead and put the silver stud on Ayla and put the dash ring on Robo because he's slow as fuck. Any of the folks, stay tuned for part 3 of the Sidequest-a-thon. I'll see you later.